There's some days in which you are just sick, you don't want to do anything besides laying on bed, playing video games when your parents are not watching you, watching TikTok, like all of these kinds of bad habits. So if you're a person learning languages and you often have these days, I'll just tell you how I went through it just 2 days ago because I was really sick. But you're probably wondering, who am I to tell you this? Well, I'm a Spanish native who has been learning English for 3 years, Japanese for 12 months, and I'm a collectionist adult. The most difficult part is honestly starting, like once you have 30 minutes inside of your immersion, usually everything is done and you don't have to do much from there, like paying attention is not as hard and you're in the mood of studying. Now, I will try to be mindful of your situation because even though you can do immersion feeling sick, you can worsen your sickness if you are like 8 hours watching Japanese anime, so don't put the burden on me if your sickness gets worse. Like honestly, when I was in immersion and I was sick, I was taking a break every 40 minutes because it was actually really difficult to even sit. I had a lot of pain in my back, also a lot of headaches, and I was freezing too, right? Which is kind of weird because here in my country is actually super hot almost always. So if you're wondering what types of breaks I was taking, it was actually either between naps or meditation, like 5 to 10 minutes each, and that was enough to reach the mark of 4 hours of immersion. But please be mindful of your sickness state. Honestly, I will say that the next time that you feel like doing immersion, even if you are sick, literally try to ignore the feeling. I know it sounds kind of crazy, because if you are like me, in the past you have always relied on your feelings when it comes to being sick or doing something that you don't like. The reason I'm telling you this is because I'm actually really grateful of the 15 years old me, because he didn't feel like learning English every day for 1 or 2 hours, even though it was actually a necessity and he had friends to play Rocket League with. He didn't feel like going to train every day for, I don't know, 3 months or a year, even though he was a jump. So the thing I can tell you from experience is that you will never regret ignoring your feelings to do something slightly painful that is actually going to be super rewarding and that is aligned with your goals. There's a good chance that you don't have literally anything else to do besides school or work, which you can probably avoid because you're sick, right? So are you just going to lay on bed like an 80 years old that can't walk, watching TikToks or watching YouTube videos just to make you feel more like shit? Probably not, right? Because let's be honest, when you scroll on whatever social media, you are definitely not happy. At this point in 2024, we all know that. And you're gonna still lay on bed, but instead of watching TikToks, you can put Japanese immersion or German Netflix, and I mean, it's still kind of entertaining, right? Like, of course, not as much as TikTok or whatever doom scrolling on social media, but after doing something productive, all of us always end up feeling great. Believe me, after you do 8 hours of TikTok, you are not going to feel great. And I mean, doing immersion is definitely not going to make you more sick. In fact, I know from this book called Ikigai, which basically talks about the life of these people that live a lot, and one of the common factors about why they end up staying alive until more than 100 years old is because they have something to do with their lives, and when they do it, they usually feel super young and super productive. So doing something productive or that you really like, not too much scrolling, will make you go through your sickness quicker. And to finish, there's something that you probably haven't thought about, which is that if you do immersion even if you are sick, immersion the days you are not sick will be actually super easy. I know it's super dumb to say this, but I think that there's people that don't realize it. So yeah, that's it. And if you like this video, be sure to give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.